Hello and welcome, dear friends. Today we are embarking on a fascinating journey through time, tracing the wheels of the Indian Railways. When we talk about the dawn of Indian Railways, our story begins in the year 1837. It was a time when most of the world was still dependent on horses and carriages for transportation. However, in the bustling city of Madras, something revolutionary was taking shape. A group of visionaries had a grand design: to connect the vast and diverse lands of India through a network of railway lines. Their dream became a reality with the construction of the first railway line in Madras. This marked the birth of Indian Railways, a moment that would forever change the course of the nation's history. As the years rolled by, the Indian Railways expanded with the establishment of various railway companies. Each company contributed to the growing network connecting towns, cities, and eventually the entire country. This period also saw the introduction of passenger trains, a significant milestone that brought a new level of convenience and accessibility to the Indian public. The passenger trains were more than just a mode of transport. They were the symbol of a new era, an era of movement, connection, and progress. They carried people from all walks of life, from the bustling businessmen in their tailored suits to the humble farmers with their produce. The trains became a melting pot of cultures, languages, and stories, mirroring the rich diversity of India. And thus, the foundation was laid for what would grow into one of the largest rail networks in the world. This was only the beginning, the dawn of Indian Railways, a journey that would continue to evolve and transform the nation. As we move forward in our journey, we will delve deeper into the expansion era, the modernization phase, and the present-day scenario of the Indian Railways. So stay tuned. As we move further into the 19th century, the Indian Railways began to expand at an unprecedented rate. This period, often referred to as the expansion era, was marked by significant milestones that have shaped the Indian Railways we know today. Let's take a moment to appreciate the establishment of workshops during this time. These workshops became the backbone of the railway's operation. They were not mere assembly points, but were places where innovation and development took place. From maintaining the rolling stock to developing new technologies, these workshops were the heart of the Indian Railways. Now, imagine a network of tracks spanning thousands of kilometers, with trains running on steam and diesel. Sounds a bit outdated, doesn't it? Well, this is where the electrification of the tracks comes into play. The Indian Railways undertook an ambitious project to electrify its tracks, a move that revolutionized the way trains were operated. This move wasn't just about speed and efficiency, but it also marked a shift towards more sustainable and eco-friendly modes of transport. This era also saw the birth of some of the iconic trains that are still in operation today. From the luxurious palace on wheels to the reliable Deccan Queen, these trains became symbols of India's progress and development. But the expansion was not just about technology in trains. It was about reaching out to the remote corners of the country, connecting people, and bridging gaps. Each new track laid and every station built became a lifeline for small towns and villages, fostering growth and development. The expansion era was a period of rapid growth and change, but it was also a time of challenges. From managing the expanding network to ensuring safety, the Indian Railways had to navigate through it all. Yet, it emerged stronger, more resilient, and ready to face the future. This era of expansion not only improved connectivity, but also played a crucial role in shaping India's economy and society. It was a time when the Indian Railways truly became the lifeline of the nation, touching lives and shaping destinies. Entering the 20th century, Indian Railways embarked on a path of modernization. This period was a time of change and evolution, as the nation's railway system underwent significant transformations to meet the demands of a growing and modernizing India. In the 1950s, a strategic decision was made to reorganize the Indian Railways into regional zones. This reorganization was not just an administrative reshuffle, but a tactical move aimed at streamlining operations, improving service delivery, and ensuring better management. The vast expanse of the country was divided into various zones, each with its own set of responsibilities and structure. This allowed for more localized management, better responsiveness to regional needs, and a more efficient use of resources. As the reorganization process took shape, another significant development was taking place: the adoption of 25 kV AC traction. This was a major technical upgrade that changed the way trains were powered. Until then, trains in India were primarily driven by steam engines or diesel locomotives. The shift to 25 kV AC traction meant that trains could now be powered by electricity, leading to faster, more efficient, and environmentally friendly rail transport. This was a monumental step in the evolution of Indian Railways, marking the beginning of the electric era. Alongside these developments, the introduction of containerized freight transport marked another milestone in the modernization phase. This innovation transformed the way goods were transported across the country. Instead of loading and unloading individual items, goods could now be packed into large, standardized containers. This not only made freight transport more efficient, but also significantly reduced the risk of damage or loss during transit. Each of these steps, the reorganization into regional zones, the adoption of 25 kV AC traction, and the introduction of containerized freight transport were instrumental in transforming Indian railways. They marked the shift from a traditional railway system to a modern, technologically advanced network. This period marked the transformation of Indian railways into a modern, efficient, and customer-centric service. Fast forward to the present day, and Indian Railways has evolved into a global powerhouse. A statutory body under the Ministry of Railways, it operates the national railway system and the suburban rail in major cities. Private-owned rails also exist in some locations, providing vital freight connections. Indian Railways boasts a total route length of 68,907 kilometers, positioning it as the fourth largest in the world. Each year it transports over 11 billion passengers and 1.416 billion tons of freight, underlining its crucial role in the country's economy and everyday life. As of October 2023, over 60,813 kilometers of routes have been electrified. This move towards electrification represents a significant step towards sustainable and efficient rail transport. The rolling stock of Indian Railways is as diverse as the country itself, including freight wagons, passenger coaches, locomotives, and multiple units. From a humble beginning in 1837 to a vast network today, Indian Railways continues to be the lifeline of the nation. So there you have it, friends, an incredible journey spanning nearly 2 centuries. We've traced the remarkable evolution of Indian Railways, from its humble beginnings in Madras through its expansive growth phase to its modernization and electrification. We've seen how it has stood as a testament to India's relentless drive for progress, serving as the lifeblood of the nation, connecting cities and bridging social divides. This grand network, the fourth largest in the world, is more than just a transportation system. It's a symbol of unity, a catalyst for economic development, and a beacon of hope for millions of Indians. It transports over 11 billion passengers and 1.416 billion tons of freight annually, playing an integral role in India's social and economic development. But the story of Indian Railways is far from over. Its future chapters will undoubtedly be as fascinating as the ones we've already explored. So let's keep learning, keep sharing, and keep celebrating the indomitable spirit of India. Before we wrap up, please remember to subscribe and share this video. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful journey. Until next time.